Hey guys, I'm RozaldVaneGAME, and welcome back to another episode of Control Ultimate Edition. So, today's episode, or actually in the last episode, we basically finished up our cat ears run, and we just got our cat ears, and we still kind of carry it on, so that's pretty good. But additionally, we are now going to make our way to the final parts of Control's last final expansion DLC thing, AWE. I'm trying to adjust the camera because I'm like, I don't know, sometimes I might be sitting low and then my head has like extra head space to the camera. And then sometimes I'm sitting high because I'm like, I'm like not leaning forward as much as I usually would. Alright, but anyways, yes, so we're going to try to finish up AWE DLC. This is the final DLC of the game for Ultimate Edition of Control. And hopefully when we're done, I'll talk more about what I think about the game from there. But otherwise, that's where we last left off, and this is where we're headed. And dang, there's so much dead bodies. I don't know, these bodies looks like they're fresh, but they're not supposed to be fresh, are they? Also, I'm scared. Because whatever was ahead is blocked.
I've forgotten again. I had a plan. I know it.
Alan?
I've forgotten.
This might be evil Alan, I feel like. Imagine we take control as Alan.
He's coming. I've got to get out of here. Dive deep.
Jesus, that face. Interesting. Well, I mean, I'm not Alan, but I like how the flickering light shows up with this within this hallway, because it's
whatever is going on with Wake, he clearly needs some help.
Yeah. The blinking light like that reminds me of the first time when we played Alan Wake, the first part of the Alan Wake game. Because technically the lamp lady was like, "Hey, we need to fix all this lights." Like, I told the last person last time to fix this, and they're not fixing it. It's like, oh, okay, well, I guess that's the case, but we're back with that crap. Alright, let's see. I hear some laundry room stuff happening, like a washing machine happening in the back. Okay, let's see what's with these rooms now. Oh dear God. How do I do this? Oh, I just do that, I guess. Strange enough. So those washing machine sounds are actually the shadows. Alright, do we do it again? Or is it a different type of thing again? Ooh, I like how they have a unique setup for all these motel room stuff. It's always so interesting to try to to see what kind of puzzles they're gonna put onto it, or interaction you have to do to go through here to open up the next door to your next part of the game. Wait, what? What is this? Oh, I have to move it. I guess. It's so weird. I thought they was gonna play some kind of clip from Alan just interviewing or something like that, I guess. Oh, is that the key? Indeed, it's the key.
Going mad. Wake had to escape, right? His escape. Wake needed a hero. A hero needed a crisis. For the part in the story about the government agency, Wake needed something special, something to convey an alien force mimicking human intelligence.
Oh. So Hartman doesn't exist, does he? If that's what Alan is doing, where Alan is trying to write Hartman as a alien-looking dark monster into existence, he had to use him as like a kind of like a decoy to have us be interacting with that issue with a crisis so that it can lead us as in disguise to help Wake. So that makes a lot of sense, actually. All right, let's hear his whole audio dialogue, because I think that's better off that way, I guess. Because he sometimes might say something more than just that.
The story needed many beginnings, many springs, streams that turned into a river, a flood, and then an ocean. This was one. Wake used the materials he had, the connections he had, the people, the places. Wake put them in to make it true. His wife, the psychiatrist, his city. These connections, like magnets, move things. Alice was a conduit. She'd been in the dark place. The thing that had been Hartman sensed her near, sensed Wake through her. Went berserk, broke loose. Wake made sure Alice was already gone by then.
Oh.
Safe. The more springs, the more the story became real. The more people believed. Cause and effect. It was extremely delicate and hard work. It had to go through the path of least resistance where success was most likely. Where there was a connection already. Wake felt the pressure grow in his head. Going mad. Wake had to escape. Right. His escape. He was already out. He wanted to make it true. Wake needed a hero. A hero needed a crisis. For the part in the story about the government agency, Wake needed something special, something to convey an alien force mimicking human intelligence. Something that can't be translated. Translated. Wake channeled Burroughs and Bowie.
Huh?
He cut up sentences and words. Orange peel. You are home. Insane. He put them in a shoebox. He pulled out the words. Wake created a Dadaist poem. He'd try anything once. Or had he tried this before?
Did he try this before? Interesting. So he's been trying to get out of it, but he's been stuck the way he is for a while now, and he wants out basically, but he needs an excuse or a way out of it. All right, give me a second. Let me clear my nose. My sinuses are acting up a little bit because it's a cold early morning, and sometimes it's just my nose just like being weird. Anyways, be right back. All right, cool. I'm back. All right, sorry about that. My nose was bothering me a lot, so I had to do something. Wait, what was that? I saw an X mark for some reason. Once I unpaused, like there was like when I moved the cursor, it made a noise, and it was an X mark for some reason. Alright, here we go. Anyways, let's get out of here. Get the power on? What do you mean get the power on? Bright Falls AW. Wait, did they actually brought what? How and why? I can't see it. Jesus. Wait, did they bring... Okay, no, they didn't bring... They did bring Alice Wake in here. Wait, why did they bring Alice in here, though? So that's what he meant by saying that the government brought Alice in here and Hartman felt her presence throughout... Like, felt Alan Wake's presence through her. And they apparently brought her in here because they wanted to talk to her about Alan, I guess. In an interview in 2017, which was... 4 years, I think, after his disappearance. 4 or 5 years, because 2013 is when Alan Wake came out. And I don't think they probably moved the needle from 2013. Instead, they kept it at 2013, I think. Conducted by Agents Shaw and Dempsey. So we've seen their interviews or dialogues before in past documents before. Mr. Wake appears out of nowhere and rushes at her down the corridor. According to her impression, he appears crazy and horrifying. Oh, maybe that's the dark version of Mr. Wake, Alan Wake. Mrs. Wake has not been sleeping out of fear of these visits. Her attempts to keep the lights on through the night results in the relevant hallway's light bulb breaking every night, possibly indicating involvement of the altered item, I guess. Altered event. Further investigation required. Okay, so they went on to try to investigate more of it. But they didn't get a chance to do much. I can't even see anything.
Another replica. Like the one they made for Ordinary. I wonder what happened here.
I can't even see what that is. Oh, there's a button that I just pressed. Network disconnected. Yeah, so they replicated the stuff, I guess? Okay. I can't see anything, so I don't know. I can't do any documentations yet. Where am I gonna toss this bad boy? Where am I tossing this person? I can't tell. Oh, there it is. Okay, I level design wise is like really bad for me. Get it! Get it! Get it! Get it! Okay. Thankfully, Hartman doesn't chase you when you're like high in the air, but sheesh. What is that? Another button?
Monster. The third thing was a monster.
Okay, we need to turn on the power, but I don't know exactly what is the way to get this power on. That is not it. That is not it. Oh, that's the document. Okay, that doesn't matter for me. It's interesting because the AI doesn't chase after you immediately. Okay, there we go. We're good, we're good. Yeah, I need to like levitate around a lot. Okay, so that's good. Yes, Hartman. Yes, you are here. I get it. Sheesh, this guy's just like moving about. This is like.
Darkness in the driver's seat.
Okay, let me actually do a photo mode with this. I actually have not done this before. Oh no, I'm stuck on something. Oh wait. Oh my god, what is this? Why is there a VFX like thing right here? I see a VFX like effect here, so it's like interesting. Alright, let me do it from the top, I guess. Yeah, this is better. Nah, yeah, I would have to use the face a little bit, I think. Utilizing the face with the head. Yeah, I'm sorry I'm doing this in the middle of it all. Let's do the view, field of view, like a little bit closer. Like this would be nice. Is there a good, like, filter for this? I guess I'll take either neutral or... Well, actually, no, I'd rather take, yeah, anispheric for this one. Alright, let me get that. Okay, cool. Just want a thumbnail just in case if this episode doesn't end up having a thumbnail of its own that I want. Alright, there we go. I see a power cable. I see a power cable leading somewhere. I'm trying to see where the heck this goes. Wait, what am I supposed to do here? I don't get it. Oh, maybe I needed to... Okay, I think I'm done with whatever I needed to do. I just need to head back, I think. Yeah, I think I just need to head back for whatever it is, because I just need to activate the power, I think. The button that's up there. No? Alright, I got back, but... I'm confused what to do because there's no, like... It's just get the power back on, but it doesn't really tell me much beyond that. Again, I'm very thankful that this doesn't get like... Oh, there it is. I didn't even see it though. Stay down, Hartman. He's angry. What the heck? Oh, I actually shoot him.
You are pretty guys.
Well, at least I can hit him in the light, I guess. Oh, jeez. Nope, no. Oh, sheesh. Oh, sheesh. Okay, I gotta get some health back. Oh, jeez. Screw off. Oh, jeez. Ah, god dang it. Oh, no, he didn't get me. Screw off. Did I get him? No. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. That was darkness. No, dang it. I just had it too. Oh, jeez. I'm running into the light. I can't see anything either. Oh, I see, I see. I need to power back everything, it seems like. Alright, there we go. Why do I have to do this again? Why? Dang it. Freaking shields, dude. Oh. Oh, jeez. Oh, I can't even... Oh, I missed that one. That was horrible. Oh, that was horrible. So I'm guessing we have to hit him a lot. And a lot, before he can actually... Before he can actually stop doing this stuff, I guess. Oh, how? How the heck does he do that? Oh, jeez. Stay down, please. Oh, that was close, though. That was really close, though. Like,
Hartman won't be a problem anymore, Langston. But investigations need someone to run it. Interested?
I've seen what happens to sector heads, ma'am. No, thank you. Ma'am, I'm getting something on my terminal here, an AWE alert from Bright Falls, Washington.
Oh?
But it might be a glitch. The date's all wrong, a couple of years in the future. And we're in lockdown. There shouldn't be any incoming signals.
Maybe it was active before we went into lockdown? Are there agents on site?
No.
Let me check. Agent Estevez is the field agent in charge of monitoring the site, so she should be there to let us know if the situation has been through any major changes recently.
I'm getting goosebumps now. Oh no. So we're gonna see Agent Estevez in the future Alan Wake game, isn't it? Oh boy.
Things set in motion. If the alarm
Getting
is
goosebumps.
true, then so is the reason for the alarm. The effect must follow the cause. It's happening again. A return.
Oh boy.
You have been warned.
Thanks, Alan. I like it. Oh, that was it. Okay, it's happening again. Achievement or mission cleared. Let me pick up some last documentation. It seems like that was it. Like that was the end of the game or the DLC. Well, the game, anyways. The third thing, achievement unlocked. Yeah, that's the last achievement for the main story DLC stuff. Usually, usually the main story stuff will show up, and that would be the end of it, obviously. And then unconfirmed threshold manifestation occurred at Cauldron Lake, Washington. The citizens of Bright Falls have gathered in the town's southwest field. Deerfest. Oh, this is the event of Deerfest when Alan was in town. But yeah, I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it. So they basically Remedy did announce Alan Wake 2 in terms of Control. Like you had to actually play Control and the DLC to kind of get through to that reveal, which is amazing. Okay, I'll talk more about that as we pick up some of these things, I guess. For now, I did pick up some new stuff, I guess. I don't know what he gave me. Like, what did the guy drop? I'm just gonna remove that. I think that's probably the one thing I was not needing. Yeah, I'm carrying 19. That's fine. Yeah, that's it. I only have jukebox put on a record on. That's pretty much the only thing I have left, and just a bunch of countermeasures, which I'm not gonna try to do because I'm too lazy to deal with the countermeasures. I know one of the lower achievements on Steam for this is just countermeasures. Like there's 25 of them you need to complete in order to get like the thing done. Which I'm just like, more work for no reason, but I mean, it's useful in the sense that if in early game, you would make sense about it, but it wouldn't make sense about it in, like, late game. Like, there's no point in it. Oh, there's another document. I'll pick up documents first, because I want to pick up the documents first, instead of the hearing, listening, and audios, because of stuff. What's 1976? Is that the code or the year? If it's the year, I'm surprised they have documents up to that year for this. Wait a minute. Don't tell me Alan Wake takes place in 1976. Like, that's not true. Am I imagining things here? Because the other document said it's something like Deerfest, but I understood that Deerfest was a long-running event. After the townspeople were evacuated from flooded field. Okay, so never mind. Yeah, this is the event when Cauldron Lake got flooded by the volcano activity. Okay, so then they talk about that sort of thing where they're just like, oh, come on, I was barely doing things, damn it. Well, I do need to eliminate these, like... Oh boy, I'm gonna die here, it seems like, because I can't seem to, like... Oh jeez! Okay, no. Oh, yeah, I'm dead here. I was gonna die here anyways because I didn't have any health to begin with. Like they left me with low health after that fight against Hartman. I should have left, but I didn't because I needed to pick up the last remaining collectibles, you know, for story pieces that I need to know what the hell's going on. It's unfair that they just showed up out of nowhere. Actually, let me activate the ability point here. Because that's the only one I have for... I'm not going to get the rest. I know the only way to get the rest is literally go through hidden locations. And that requires that I need to go to hidden locations through... the... I'm trying to think. Through the main game or Foundation. Which both I have not finished off of. I'm pretty sure there's a lot more hidden locations through the... Okay, there we go. I was like, there's gotta be enemies here, right? Gotta be. Okay. Oh, jumping up again. Bye. Oh. I can't even shoot while... I hate these freaking airbornes. Dude, why is this airborne stuff, like, really annoying? I'm despising the fact that there's airborne.
This must be where they studied Hartman.
Maybe.
Kinda looks like a cell. I wonder if they treated him as badly.
Oh, there we go. Oh, no. Okay, I'm dead. I was gonna take control of the Healy thing, but... that sucks. I don't know why you set this up to be the worst place to fight. I hate it. But at least we heard something that she's talking about as we're floating about, I guess. Yeah, they might have used that space to study Hartman, but then again, it doesn't look like, it does not look anything like Bright Falls at all. Like, looking at it, it's just, it looks like, what? Like, it looks like his hotel, his motel, his, I think, lounge, I guess? Yeah, it's trying to replicate that building, the thing that he used to own, the lodge. There we go, the lodging. Interesting. I love how they reuse the pictures from the game, Alan Wake game, to just just put it into photo mode put it into the photo to just do that. Oh, there's an elevator. Okay, I didn't even know there was an elevator though. What is this?
This is the director. I need a ranger at this location immediately.
Thank you.
Make way for the director.
Thank God. I needed that help right now. In actuality, I needed that help because it was getting annoying for me. Oh, there we go. There we go. I needed that because it would heal me instead. Oh god dang. Oh sheesh. I didn't even know that was a thing. Freaking. Why is it? Oh jeez. Oh thank god. Oh jeez. There we go. At least I got one of them. There we go. Oh jeez. Oh god. Okay, I didn't pay attention enough. Oh god, why is it so hard to like get out of this zone? Oh my god, dude, seriously, this is getting annoying. I hate this. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, jeez. Oh, oh, no, no, oh, I didn't mean to drop it. Oh, jeez. There we go. Screw off. Where'd it go? There we go. I got him. Finally, Jesus. It took so long. Where's my ranger buddy, dude? Okay, I guess the other guy's getting distracted, at least. Oh, I hate you, bastard. There we go. I'll take it. Where's the... Okay. There we go. Yeah, because apparently they can throw grenades and I wouldn't know it. Where are you? Oh, there you are. Oh, I wanted to use the evasion. There we go. Woo! Alright, there we go. Is that it? Where's my ranger buddy? I don't think he... Yeah, he didn't die. I know he didn't die because they were all aiming at me. Like, all the enemies were, like, literally on me.
These are the notes of Dr. Emil Hartman. I am continuing my work alone again since certain parties were too blind to recognize a golden opportunity. Despite my generous offers, the conversations came to naught. Some people simply do not value collaboration as I do. Though I believe now that it was for the best. The sort of bold, pioneering work that I am undertaking cannot thrive under the shackles of bureaucracy and regulation. I have a history of seeking such partnerships.
Oh.
There was a time when I had hoped Alan Wake and I could collaborate. Together we could have produced art such that the world has never seen. But Wake was stubborn, egotistical.
Oh.
Writers usually are. Disappointing nonetheless. But now, like Tom before him, Wake has disappeared into Cauldron Lake. And this is where my work turns hypothetical. Since he was lost to the lake, Thomas Zane has been observed by various townspeople. This indicates to me that the individuals within the lake are not entirely gone.
Oh.
I anticipate Wake will similarly return one day. While I may harbor some resentment for the man, his raw talent and determination are undeniable. From this, I have concluded that the lake and the dark place within it are not as removed from this world as I previously thought. Given my acute awareness of what awaits within, my meticulous preparations, and my considerable education, I believe myself much more prepared than either Tom or Wake. I should be able to cross into that dark realm with the chance to return as they have.
Nope.
All that remains is the dive itself. It frightens me, I admit, but such is the burden of the truth seeker. I will take my plunge into the dark tomorrow, with only the light of knowledge to guide me. It is time for a breakthrough. Until I return.
Yeah, and that ended up... Okay, so that's why Hartman turned into a scary-ass dark monster thingy-mabobber. Because he dived into it without thinking that he would not come out of it, like, the way he normally would. That kind of is dumb of him to think that he was going to be the bearer of, like, light and everything. But in actuality, he just did that to himself because he was stupid. But at the same time, I think Alan wrote that in a way that forced Hartman to go into that lake because he needed him to be his sort of like bringer of like transition, I guess. I swear, if Alan Wake 2 ends up being released, I can see where Control is going to get involved, and we will recognize some of the Control FPC stuff going on, and I'm pretty sure they're going to throw around a lot of like Jesse's name around and all the FPC stuff. We'll probably see a lot of that, and like I wouldn't be surprised if they even try to throw in a DLC if they do choose to do it again, where they keep putting in DLCs for some of these games, minus Quantum Break, but mostly Alan Wake and Control, both having DLCs of their own. I wouldn't be surprised if they added Jesse's character into the game as a story piece for Alan, where they both Alan and the Faden would be like trying to fight the darkness together to make sure that they can close it out once and for all, kind of thing. But even then, I wouldn't know. I mean, it's really nice to see that they're finally connecting the dots and kind of announcing that sort of like Alan Wake 2 kind of thing going on. Oh, so she found a photograph of it. I see. So they said that the camera could be a potential, the photograph could be a potential... I just got something out of this. Oh, I don't need this again. They said that the photograph and the camera could be potential altered items, but they don't know if that's true, so they're just labeling as a... oh, Jesus Christ! What is this? Dude, oh god, how the hell did you have this picture of a face here? Oh, I hope it doesn't come, like, out of nowhere, too, at the same time in the game. Because we did see the image when he was, like, yelling at us in the little dialogue about how he's like, oh... I have to do so and so. Okay, there's another thing down here. What is that? Let me do this. Night Springs page 4. Ooh. Pause and read this one, but I think I know what this looks like already. Oh, this is the end of the screenplay. Okay. Insanity contract. Okay, sure. I don't even know what the screenplay is related to, though. I actually do not know what those screenplays are for. Wait, why is there a button down here? Just to, like, literally troll me or something? It's kind of strange to me why they troll me there. Where's the ranger? Oh, there's a... Oh, they did experiment Hartman in here. Okay, so they kept the little prison room cell thingy. Let me see if there's any more documents before we head out and just, like, call it an episode and a series at the same time. Or actually, I should start talking about it. If there's a fight, then I'll probably not talk while I'm fighting. I'll try to escape, at least. Is there something behind here? No, it's just a bunch of, like... It's just a silhouette of the lodge, apparently, it looks like. Okay. Alright, let me get out of here, then. Oh, I can't even... Okay, I really do need to use the elevator to get... I really do need the elevator to get back out. Alrighty. So let's start with the ending here, I guess. So thank you guys for watching Control Ultimate Edition with me in this channel. Man, it's like... I'm gonna probably pull up the credits if I can, so I need to quit out to the menu, because the credits are actually on the menu. But yeah, man, this is quite a game, I guess, I would say. I've played, yeah, let's leave it at that. So again, I've played, I played, Alan Wake and then I played American Nightmare, Alan Wake, and then I played Control after that. And then, like, far back, I played Quantum Break before Alan Wake, replaying Alan Wake for myself. I did play Alan Wake 1 and the DLCs, like, before I started my channel, so I kind of know a lot of it before I walked into it on the YouTube channel here. But I wanted to replay it because I wanted to prove that I actually played it. So, and I also wanted to revisit the game. And same goes for American Nightmare. I played a little chunk of it, and then I just like quit playing it, and then I came back and played it all the way to its entirety on the channel. And then I played Quantum Break for the first time on Twitch when I was streaming for the millionth, or not the millionth time, but the rare times that I had. But yeah, otherwise, I played all the Remedy games building up to this, and it was interesting to see all those pieces being like interesting together, but then tying it all up in a knot and with a bow and kind of explaining everything properly with like Control makes the game way more interesting to me. But I'm hoping that maybe if the developers do want to tie it up with a bigger knot or a bigger bow and ribbons, I think they would tie up all the stories together, like, because we know that, or I know that the Quantum Break games has like a certain future year point that something happens, but at the same time, Alan Wake has something that he also has where it's a future ahead that he's doing, and it seems like it will be getting FBC involved with that as well. So I'm assuming that if they ever choose to put everything together, Quantum Break, Alan Wake, and Control, everything could have like come to this one pinnacle game that kind of just like wraps everything together to kind of close it all out for everybody. And I think that would be a really fantastic storytelling experience as a whole for all games to be put together and stuff like that. Obviously there should be like there might be some troubles using Quantum Break, but instead I think that it would be fun if it's just Alan Wake or FBC. But otherwise, it's like I really love Control's like idea of like making everything sort of like tied up together in a way that's like mysterious and stuff like that. Another big thing to me, I think, for this game, I think, is that sort of like episodic feeling almost. Like I'm a big fan of Supernatural, like TV show Supernatural. I haven't watched it since it like went off air, I think, or I haven't watched it since season 10, 13. I can't remember which season I stopped watching because I was like too busy with life. But basically I really love that show because of the fact that it had these like random things and they just explain it in a way by like adding some tidbits to the games or to the TV show's world. This is kind of like that in the sense that like everything that it's kind of supernatural, unexplained, goes kind of explained in the game that makes sense with the world, because the world is hidden in secrecy, but also censored in a way that's organized by this sort of like group of people that's considering themselves as like a body of government. But I think that's the unique thing of it, is just that it's doing that kind of thing where in games you don't really have that sort of like you don't have a lot of that sort of like supernatural objects in the world that they're trying to keep control of. Instead there's just like and it's kind of like almost like SCP as well too. Like the SCP concept is like there's a million of different things that they keep track of, and they all have this supernatural or some crazy thing going on. And this does exactly just that, where it just does the unexplained but also explains a bit of whatever it needs to be, so that the world could come to life to what the player wants to, or what the player will be going through in the game. So I really, really appreciate the fact that they did just that with this game, with the whole concept of it all. But I think the game as a whole, in the main part of the game, was really wrapped up nicely, and I think that it did wonders to create a sort of like sense of vibe or style that they were going for the game. Very much kind of like those cult classic kind of shows and stuff like that. Like it feels kind of like that vibe in that sense, and I really like that a lot. And then adding the twist of like having different abilities as well is just actually an interesting choice to make for the game to be unique in its own rights, for making interesting combat choices in the middle of it all and stuff like that. So it's really, really cool in that sense. As for the Foundation DLC leading up from the main game, like having so much good stuff in the main game and leading up to the Foundation DLC, I think that the Foundation DLC was by far kind of the weaker one in the whole thing. Not because of the level design, but just the idea of what it takes place in. I think that's the one sad part. It's just that it's cool that it's layered in levels, but the problem is that there's not anything unique that made me feel like there was something cool about it. There was not like, I mean, there was some cool like level design and stuff like that, and some cool unique stuff, but then overall, like, it just wasn't as unique as the rest of the other stuff that I've been through in the main game stuff, walking into Foundation. The story was also okay. Like, repairing the nail was like, yeah, but getting to fight Marshall was like the most unique part. But I think that the all the red in that room just ruined it for me a little bit, because I'm like, it's a sense of style, but it's a little bit jarring because you're just like getting hit by red like all over the place, and you're not sure what the hell's going on. I guess it's kind of like a sense of numbing your senses of vision. Just make sure that you can like defeat Marshall in a weird like place and stuff like that. So it's kind of interesting in that case with the Foundation DLC. And then of course, lastly, we're here at the AWE DLC, which we finished up. I did take a little bit of a 3-episode break from the DLC, but it's not like it was that long. But I think that overall the AWE was a good way to return to the original way of what Control was. Like, it kept the same vibe of what the main game was, but put in a unique twist of like the Alan Wake mechanics and stuff like that. And I think that's a good idea, but I think it's hard to utilize considering how you're using launch every time, or like, you have, the only way to pick up an object is through launch. And if you don't have launch, it makes no sense to even make that a thing unless you have some kind of like equipable flashlight, I guess, like Alan Wake would. And it just sucks that that's the case with this game. It's just that it's stuck in a way that's really just it's stuck in a way that's really just kind of like trying hard to go back to its own roots of what they wanted to do with Alan Wake, but it's just failing because it's relying on objects to do that just for the player. So, I mean, like, and then the worst of it all is just that they're trying to utilize darkness, and it was a hard thing to do with the level design, because sometimes the darkness is very, obstructive, and it blocks the player from looking at whatever, like, things you want to look at to kind of feel like that, like, the level is, like, you know, telling of you where you need to go, and telling of where you need to see what you need to see next. So that, I feel like AWE failed to do that properly, but I think that it does put a twist to whatever the main game levels and the environments look like, because we're so used to the main game's environment for playing like over like, I don't know, 30 hours of that. I think easily it's a unique twist in itself to throw in some familiar stuff, but with more things that are different a little bit for the AWE DLC. I do like the fight and the fact that we are dealing with Hartman in different scenarios. Though in a gameplay sense, it looks interesting. Maybe somebody who's watching might not be interesting. They're like, oh, it's just the same thing of like going from location A, B, C, D, turning things on, and then going back to that space, and then we're going to that space again, where there's a bigger room again. This is the same thing. This time the unique thing is just the train's moving, or oh, we're doing this again, where we're just like throwing, like we're shooting things to open up a battery to get the battery and turning on stuff like that. I think viewer-wise, it is boring a little bit, but gaming-wise, when you're playing it, you'll feel a lot more like comfortable with the fact that it's like it's a puzzle almost, or it's a challenge a little bit, because you're trying to manage your lights to kind of get through the whole levels or get to the fight through Hartman and stuff like that. I think the final fight was really like interesting too, but at the same time it was weird because I was close to killing him, but then he had to go through one cycle of like smashing all the lights off before being able to be killed completely, so it was kind of weird, but it was like, okay, sure, I guess. Otherwise, that's pretty much it for what I think about a Control Ultimate Edition. Do I recommend this game to anyone? Yes, it's a hard yes recommendation. I think I see why Control, like, I think Control came out in 2019? Well, not for the PC. I think the PC came out like 2020 or something like that. No, actually, no. Steam's versions came out in 2020, and I think Epic version had Control Ultimate Edition in 2019, I believe, and then the console versions were like 2019 as well, I think. I think it deserved. I think that if I remember, this was one of the games that came out in 2019, and I think it should deserve that Game of the Year award if they did get that in 2019. I think it deserves it a little bit, because of how unique it is in terms of like the game and the story and stuff like that. Like just the world in general is just really interesting to me, I think. But anyways, yes, I recommend those who have not played through the DLCs picking them up as well. I think they're very valuable to kind of extend that experience of Control, the main game stuff. But I recommend overall Control Ultimate Edition. It's well worth the purchase if you bought all three together. And that this game definitely really is really interesting. I think that if you're a fan of Alan Wake, this is a must-play, including the DLC as well, because it really does set you up for Alan Wake 2. But I mean, if you skip out on this or sleep over Control Ultimate Edition, that is totally fine. I'm pretty sure they'll try to like kind of bring a little bit of like a reference back, but like kind of remind the players or tell the players like, oh, it's this person from this thing a little bit. I bet they would have to do a little bit of that, but I don't think it's going to be like too much of a miss if you didn't play this game. But I recommend it still highly. I really recommend it highly. Yeah, so otherwise that's pretty much it in thought. I already probably spoken most of my Foundation like DLC thoughts and when I finish that, so catch that one probably in some other episode. And then also the main game I also talked about in the past credits, I think a bit more lengthily, but for here I want to speak more about AWE, so that's why it was more of that instead. So yeah, so otherwise I think that that will be it for the Control Ultimate Edition game. This series is now coming to a close. I would recommend you guys who are interested in getting this game to check down in the description box for the links to those versions. I'll put up all the versions that you can purchase of from each platform, from Xbox to PlayStation to PC, Epic or Steam, whichever, or GOG. I don't even know if GOG has one. And whatever, like the Switch, if that's still there, if that is there, that is. I'll put in all the versions, and then you guys can pick them up however you guys can. Otherwise, thank you guys for joining me on Control Ultimate Edition. I already have something lined up in the next after this series, so I'm looking forward to those. And on top of that, thank you guys for joining me throughout this whole series. If you did join me throughout the whole series, if you just came in for the last episode because you were curious where it ends off, that's totally fine as well. But otherwise, hope to see you guys in another game, another series on the channel. I have many more games to go through, and I want to keep going through. Yeah, hope you guys have a great, amazing day, good night, or whenever watching this. So, otherwise, that's it for me in this episode and this particular series. And I look forward to seeing Alan Wake 2 whenever that comes, or the next Control game if there is, or if there is some other like installment of a game that's related to the universes of both games, or maybe even Quantum Break. I don't even know. Like I really truly want to see more of this world a bit more, because I think that there's potential that this could be so complex to a point where somebody would be like, oh wow, okay, there's a lot to dive into kind of feeling. Yeah, otherwise that's it. So I should have probably just do this. Anyways, Roz out.